we all are here to begin the proceedings for the selection of school prefect. I am Chaitali from Bio faculty. Yeah.
My name is Basha. I am taking chemistry subject for 11 and 12 ECA.
Hello everyone, greeting of the day. My name is Manish and I am taking care of subject physics for class 11th and 12th.
Good afternoon everyone. My name is Mohammad Javed and I am the physics faculty for the junior classes.
My name is Ruchit and I am mathematics faculty at Career Point Gurukul. Thank you.
So let's start the session with the first candidate.
Patel, please.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon. So Patel Soumya, please introduce yourself in few lines.
My name is Patel Soumya. I am currently in grade 12 Commerce. I belong to a small town near Vadodara, Gujarat. I have joined the Career Point Gurukul since last year. I have achieved many things since last year in academics, in sports, in extracurricular activities, like second place in the volleyball district level and certification course in from IIT Madras in economic, finance and money matters.
Okay. You're opting for being a school prefect. So what quality do you have that you think will be useful to be a school prefect?
A good school prefect must inherit the skills like good communication skills and cooperative teamwork spirit, which I inherit. I have worked as a team in many activities, like last year in the in small scale industry day we have invented a product, or we have created a product of handmade goods. And in the sports, especially in the volleyball, a team spirit is most important, as a teamwork will lead to the win, and we got into finals.
Okay, fine. Patel, you are here for school prefect.
Yes, sir.
Right? So, I want to ask you a question which is based on the creativity and initiative. Let's suppose you are selected. Okay? So, what changes would you like to bring in the school?
First of all, seeing the current situation, I would like to bring some changes in the timetable, because when the students are going out for the washroom and the water bottle filling, that is creating much chaos in that area. So I would like to change the timetable, making some changes like adding a 5-minute break between 2 or 3 lectures. This would not create any chaos in that area, and the students will efficiently study in the class, and the teachers also may get 5-minute rest.
Okay. Soumya, I have gone through your certificates and you also played volleyball.
Yes, sir.
So how many players are there in the volleyball?
In one team, the playing players are 6 and 6 substitutes.
And what is the dimensions of the court? Can you please
The dimension of the court is 9 by 9. 9 in the one court is 9 by 9, and the total length of the ground is 18 meters.
18 meters. And where is the jockey placed in the volleyball?
Sorry, sir.
Jockey?
Jockey plays in the libero area.
Where area? Which area, beta?
Center.
Center, yes. Okay, ma'am. Over to you.
Okay. So being a school prefect, ultimately you will be helping the school captain.
Yes, ma'am.
So what kind of relation you will develop with him?
I will be the friendly and responsible nature with everyone, as I will act as a bridge between the students and the management.
Okay.
Because if any student is facing any problem, I will interpret the problem with the management, and the management will take out some solutions, and with the students they can interact.
So together you will work together.
Yes,
for the work. Okay.
Patel, I want to understand what is the different duties of a school captain and a prefect. The differential properties, you can say.
The school captain is the one who acts as a higher authority in the students area. He interacts with everyone, like discipline in charge, sports head, and school prefect also, and interprets any problem which are faced by the school, and any problem in the infrastructure, any problem with the regarding teaching faculties, any students in the hostel also, any bullying kind of situation, he interprets it to the management, and the prefect is the one who acts as a bridge between the student and the management. The students who are not able to put their point to the management can contact the prefect and share the problems and their suggestions. That can, the prefect will put the suggestions and the problem in front of the management.
Hello, Mr. Soumya. My question is, like, how would you represent the student voice to teacher?
Can you sir repeat this question?
How would you represent the students voice to teachers? That means what teacher are conveying to the student. So in which term you will be helping hand of the teacher? How will you communicate on behalf of teacher to students that what they are going to, like what they are delivering a message to students?
If a teacher has any something important announcement, the teachers contact me to announce it to the students. I will, in a written form or the oral form in the assembly, I will interpret the information or the announcement to the students as that these changes are going to be made by the faculty or the management. If the teacher has any complaint about the student, any student is misbehaving and causing any chaos in the corridors and in the field, and so I will talk to the student and tell him the consequences of the misbehave or the misconduct doing by him or her.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Good afternoon, jury members. This is my portfolio.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Kindly introduce yourself, including your strength and the weaknesses.
All right. My name is Divyanshi Saini and I'm currently studying in grade 12 PCM. I've joined this institute in grade 11th with the aim of clearing JEE and NDA. Today I'm standing here for the position of the school prefect. And my hobbies include playing badminton, football, chess and swimming. I have won a winner certificate in football. I've also got 3rd position in chess among prestigious schools of Maldives. I've also got swimming certificates at school level. And my strengths are that I'm an interactive student, I'm enthusiastic, open-minded and responsible candidate. And then my weaknesses include that I'm straightforward, like sometimes it can be a weakness according to me in my case. And then if I come to my academics part, I have done my 10th boards from Cambridge board. I have scored a 90% in that, and in my 11th standard I scored 70.4%. And I've also participated in various academic oriented competitions such as maths quiz, social science quiz. I have also got 1st place in Hindi speech competition and even in poster making. I also practice yoga, in which I have a certificate. And then talking about my past experience, so I have served my school as a CCA prefect, where I used to manage co-curricular activities from grade 1 to 10. I used to organize events and encourage the students to participate more in the events so they can have a good communication skills as well as a good future. That's it from my side.
Divyanshi.
Okay, good. So, as you told in your introduction that you are willingly want to join the NDA, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there is a very important role for the discipline.
Right.
Right? So, what does the discipline mean to you? And one more question, how would you deal with the students? Those are actually breaking the rule in school.
Okay. So according to me, discipline is being consistent towards a work. So for example, if you want to be disciplined, like if you want to get good grades, so I have to study every day, maybe for 5 minutes, but I have to study every day and I have to get my concepts clear. So according to me, consistency is discipline. And for the second question, how will I deal with the students who are making and causing indisciplinary actions? So I'll talk to them, I'll communicate with them politely first, and if they don't understand, then I'll just be strict with them. Like I'll keep my points effectively, and then even if I see that there's no changes in them, I'll go to the higher authorities and ask the suggestions in the problem.
Good.
Okay, Divyanshi, very good. My question is that to you. Suppose if you be a school prefect,
Yes, sir.
and what changes you want to bring in the school at the very first step?
Sir, problems which I face are the common problems faced by the other students as well. So for me, I face problems such as the hectic schedule. I'm not getting enough time for my studies as well as for my sports, because I do taekwondo. So after that, I get tired, and I want adequate amount of sleep, which I'm not getting. So kind of distracting me from my studies as well. So the first thing I would do is get opinions from the students and ask them how they want their schedule to be. So, and then I can ask the authorities to implement the timetable according to the students as soon as possible.
Okay, one question from my side, from that, like you have been mentioning about football, chess, swimming,
Yes.
taekwondo. So why you did not opt for the sports captain, instead you have opted for the school?
Ma'am, I play sports as of an interest. Like it's sort of my hobby. I don't want to make a future in sports, and that's why I did not choose for for sports captain, because I believe that a sports captain is they should be more responsible and they should be dedicated towards the sports, which I feel I'm not, because I only do sports for my happiness or my learnings. That's it.
So I want to ask you one thing. You've been to Maldives and all.
Yes.
How much time you will be in Maldives?
So 2 years.
2 years.
Yes.
So can you list me any two major problems Maldives is facing right now?
Sir, right now they're facing problems related to finance. Like
What is the geographical aspect I'm talking about?
okay, the rise in water, that in any way, in any time, if there's a global warming if it's increased the same level, then maybe the water level might rise and Maldives can be, it can submerge into the seas. And the second thing is that they don't grow their own foods, and so people have to import the foods from outside, which is kind of expensive.
Okay,
Okay, Divyanshi, I have seen you. I want to, ask you that you are an emotional person. So, if someone in the class or in the same, some of your colleague, might have influenced you last year. Okay, so I have seen you crying for that also. Seen you disturbed in that times. So, at present in the 12th class, what are the positive changes we expect in you regarding that time?
Okay. So according to me, being emotional is not a weakness in all the perspectives. So it can be a strength as well. Like for example, if I show my emotion, it's easy for the others to know that I'm disturbed, and they won't irritate me or something like that. And even I can get the help from others as well. Secondly, if a person, like the way you said that I was disturbed and I was influenced by others, which was my past mistake, because that was my first time in a hostel. So I thought that trusting people in a hostel would make me survive in a school, in a boarding school. And after the last year experience, I believe that I'm not going to repeat my mistake this year. And before entering 12th standard, I made a commitment to myself, which is not repeating my mistakes again. So you can trust me that this time you'll see a good version of me, like the better version of me since the last year.
I'm seeing. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Please sit down. Give your certificate to us, please. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Will you please give a short introduction about yourself to us?
Yes, ma'am. Myself, Ryan Shaand. I am currently studying in 9th grade in Career Point Gurukul Kota. I am studying here since the very starting of the academic year of 2023 to 2024. And I believe that I am a really leadership oriented person. And with that, I think this because of my past experiences, including if I go chronologically, I am right now the class representative of my class. And also, before in the session of 2025 to 2026, I was the anchor of the 12th Jazba, including that in the month of January of the academic year of 2025 to 2026, I was the leading editor of the newsletter of Gurukul Times. I belong from Delhi, the capital of India. My city's speciality goes really long, including its thousands of years of monuments like Qutub Minar and also the Lotus Temple, including really religious monuments like the Jama Masjid and the Akshardham Temple. Thank you.
One question again from you. See, here we have the students from various classes, right? We have 12th standard also here who are participating for this. What chances do you see that you will become a school prefect here? Because you have to compete with the students of class 11th, 12th, 10th as well.
And for that, I believe actually, I remember when in the session of 2025 to 2026, when I was auditioning and competing the biggest students of my class, and when I was auditioning the interview of Jazba, being an anchor. And after that, I was having no expectancy at that time that one day I would actually become the anchor. But I became. So with that only hope I came here. Thank you.
Okay, Dyan. So actually you are here to apply for the school prefect, right?
Yes, sir.
So I want to ask you a question which are based on the student behavior and in conflict management.
Yes, sir.
Let's suppose in night, because you are in a hostel,
Yes,
so at night two students have a fight in night. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So how you will manage that situation and who you will inform? What you will do in first 10 minutes?
Okay, so if I have only 10 minutes during the fight, at that time I will firstly drain out the people around them because the audience fuels the fight. Also, after that, I would ask a reliable person to call the nearest and the highest authority present over there so that they may listen to it. And in the meanwhile, the reliable person is coming. I will ask a senior because with the coordination of the school captain or the school in charge, I will ask seniors because imagine you are a student. Would you listen, mostly would you listen to your HS, a child or your mate? Of course you will listen to your mate. And maybe the school captain or this hostel in charge or the hostel representatives would be their mate, and they may also make the fight into peace. And first of all, it is important to maintain peace rather than thinking who is right or who is wrong. Firstly, we'll maintain peace and then we'll think who is right or who is wrong. Thank you.
Hello, Riyansh. Can you tell me how can prefect help maintain discipline without being rude?
Pardon me?
I am saying how can prefect help maintain discipline without being rude?
Okay. See, we should never be rude to maintain discipline. I believe no one is perfect. Neither you, nor me, nor anyone, including the school captain or anyone else. So, to maintain the discipline, we should first ask patiently. Because it's not our duty to punish. I have no rights to punish anyone. And it's not under me, it's under you or Dr. Colonel Mithilesh Dikshit. And also for that, I'll firstly ask them patiently. And if they do not agree with the things, I would try to warn them, saying politely that, see, if you start the fight or if you do this misbehave or if you do such kind of activities which are not included in the school regulations, so you may get strict punishment from Dr. Colonel Mithilesh Dikshit or anyone teacher present over there. So please do not fight.
You are from Delhi, right?
Yes, sir.
How much time you are in Delhi? You are born and brought up in Delhi only?
Yes, sir.
So what are the current, what are the problems Delhi is facing?
Delhi is actually facing so much of pollution right now.
Yes. What are the main causes of pollution? Can you tell me?
The main causes of the pollution is mostly the population, the travel, and many people. Firstly, if someone foreigner will come to India, he will think that firstly I will go to the capital. That is the reason. Like the tourism is really high. Also, there are many transportations and many things because it is the hub, and hub has many industries, also the factories, which causes so much of pollution.
China's capital is also there. Then it has much population than Delhi. But it is also maintaining without pollution. So I am asking about what are the major causes of pollution in Delhi? If you are aware, I am asking that.
Yes, sir. I am aware about that. The major causes of pollution in the Delhi is mostly the population density present over there. Because it is a small union territory with lots of people in it. And like with that, there are so many vehicles going on the road. There's so much of traffic which causes a lot of pollution.
Actually, you are repeating your answer again. Sir, want to ask you what is the main cause of the pollution?
Main cause of...
It is not population. It is the farmer
Stubble burning.
Yeah, the industries.
Industrial areas and stubble burning. You heard about Okla industrial area. You heard about that? So
And the
Okla industrial area.
No, sir.
You haven't heard about it. Okay, let it be. Sir,
Okay, Rutansh. So my question is for you: why should we choose you over the other candidate? Still, we have a seniors also. And how will you convince the senior if you become a school prefect?
So it's like a repeating question. So for that, I would like to say again that no one is perfect. I just came here to try once, and I believe that a leadership is not measured by a person who's the leader, but by the growth of the others. So I thought of that and came here.
How you will convince the seniors? I asked to you.
See, they are senior than me. So I told you that only after that, in that situation, I added a situation that if they are senior to me, they will only listen to their mates, not me. I would coordinate with the school captain or the hostel representative or anyone or any authority present over there, like also Dr. Colonel Mithilesh Dikshit, and I would make sure the discipline.
That means you are passing your responsibility to the mates, to the school captain, and to the Dr. Colonel Mithilesh Dikshit.
No, sir, that doesn't mean that. I would coordinate with them because maybe a senior wouldn't listen to a child, but their mate.
It's okay, good.
Okay, Riyanj, one simple question.
Yes, sir.
How do you handle pressure?
So, pressure is something which should be handled really politely and really patiently. And I believe that a person in pressure should work the most patiently than the person who are not in pressure. And this will be the cause that he could handle any type and any way of pressure.
Okay. If there is some task today only, it has to be completed, and next day you have an exam.
Yes.
So how do you handle this situation?
So if I have a task right now and tomorrow is my exam, then I maybe, see, you have 24 hours in a day, I also have a 24 hours in a day. So I would distribute my time, I would distribute my some time given to the task as I would make my priorities. My first priority is my exam rather than task. And if the task is so important, if it is prior than exam, then I'll give it more time. And if it is not, I will give it less time.
How will you decide the priority of the exam and the task which have been allotted to you?
Sir, it depends upon the task which is given to me. If...
Any example, please?
Okay, as I told you that I was the leading editor of the newsletter. And at that time, I was also having my basketball practices. And at that time, I was managing it by that my basketball coaching started at 4 p.m. So, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. at that time, last year. And then I used to go to the VLL, make my newsletter till 4 p.m. Like I went there after 3:30 after the school, 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. and after that I used to go to basketball because I felt that 1 hour is enough for my newsletter. And my sports is really important in that.
Okay, thank you, Riyansh. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Please have a seat.
Thank you, sir.
Your name?
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Arya Graval.
Okay, please tell about your strength and weaknesses. That
Okay, my strength is I'm good in communicating and I'm good in decision making. Like I don't panic in the situation. I take the decision very calmly. And my weakness is time management, and I'm working on it. Like I'm doing my best to manage my time in studies also, in other things also.
So can you just introduce yourself, including other things as
Yes,
well?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So my name is Arya Graval. I currently study in class 12th Commerce. I joined Career Point Gurukul last year from class 11th, and I'm here to clear IP MAT. My hobbies include dancing and painting, and currently I'm thinking to learn a new thing, which is guitar. And my strength and weakness. My strength is communicating skills, and I take decision very calmly. My weakness is time management, and I'm here for the post of school prefect. Thank you.
Okay, fine, Arohi. You are here for the school prefect, right?
Yes, sir.
So I want to ask you a question which are based on the safety and your responsibility.
Okay, sir.
Let's suppose you are in hostel and at night someone is bullying or ragging the someone else. Okay, so how you will handle the situation and whom you will inform first?
Okay. So first, I'll try to stop the bullying. The person who is bullying, I'll stop them from bullying them. Otherwise,
How you will stop them?
I'll say them that don't do these things, which is not good. I'll say them it's not good for the students, and if they don't listen to me, I'll inform the wardens or the school captain maybe.
Fine.
Thank you, sir.
Arvi, my question is that
Yes, sir.
you told me that you are weak in time management. So how will you manage your time between the study and between the responsibility of school prefect?
Yes, sir, I'm working on it. Like I'll keep my studies things separate and the responsibilities separate, and I'll prioritize my study first because it is very important. And if I'll get some responsibilities along with my studies, I'll manage it wisely so that I can study also and I can do the management work properly.
So you are working on it, right?
Yes, sir.
But we want the perfect candidate who is perfect for this role.
Yes, sir.
That is the reason of this interview.
Yes, sir,
One
but-
more thing.
Yes,
If
sir.
you have an exam on the next day
Yes, sir.
and there is a important role of school prefect, so you will give the priority of which work?
Sir, I have
Examination
to.
or?
Yeah, sir. I'll give the priority to both of the things because exam date will be announced prior. So I'll do my studies prior so that that day, if there is a function or program, I'll contribute to that also, and I'll prepare my studies in this manner that even if I'll give one revision, so I can give my best in the exam also.
Okay, I want to ask you one thing,
Yes, sir.
situation based question.
Yes,
A new student is being isolated and mocked by classmates.
Okay,
What action would you take as a school prefect to create an environment.
Okay, sir. So I'll go to that student and I'll console her or him, and I'll talk to him. I'll make him feel comfortable with me. I'll be friendly with them so that they can like speak in front of me, and then I'll take them to the other students. I'll interact with them so that they can be friendly within the school environment.
So you don't have any sports related certificates, so you don't participate in any sports?
No, sir. I had plans to join badminton and volleyball, and I was playing volleyball before, but unfortunately I fractured my leg, so I had to stop playing right now.
Okay, how many players are there in one team of volleyball?
Sir, I have no knowledge. Like, I've just started playing volleyball. I have no much knowledge about it.
Okay, okay,
Yes,
beta.
sir.
What do you want?
What are the positive changes you want to bring in school? In
Yes,
your
sir.
thought?
First of all, I want the school environment to be very friendly. Like right now, people bully each other, people abuse each other, and I don't want all this stuff to continue in future. So I'll try my best to make it very friendly and very disciplined in the manner. Yes. Thank you, sir. Should I?
May I come in?
शांति से बैठ कर रहना. Give your folder here, please.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome,
Take
sir.
your seat, please. Yeah, so please tell something about yourself to us.
Good afternoon, everyone. So I am Karthik Awani from class 9th B, and I belongs from Sagar, Madhya Pradesh, and I am in Gurukul since last year, and I like to play badminton, and my hobby is to play instruments, and I want to become a school prefect to better the life of students.
How will you do that?
I will do that by I will make students participate in small activities and Olympiads, and for their small achievements I will give certificates to them, and they will like that, and after that they like to participate in everything, and they will participate in big Olympiads which are held in our school, and they will secure good marks and get medals and certificates.
So you will just encourage them in the academics. What about the other areas?
When they will do activities just like playing basketball and badminton, I will encourage them to play these things and go to the tournament, districts, clusters. So they will also learn these things also.
Okay, Karthik, fine. I want to ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Regarding your class or with the other students. Okay, regarding the other students.
Yes.
I want to know how you will build the trust as a prefect with the other students, so that they can convey their problems and some whatever they are facing to you.
Sir, I will
Yes.
maintain the discipline and my leadership skills and my academic growth, so everyone will like me and they will build a trust with me and a bond with me, and I will share my things with them and they will also share, so a bond will build
Build up
in
with
between.
you, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these things will be only these things will be enough to build that trust.
No, sir, I will encourage many things.
What
In
is-
hostel,
can you give any one?
in hostel, I will go to their rooms and talk with them
Okay.
many times, and I will help in their academics.
Okay.
Okay, for this post, leadership quality is one of the important skills that you
Yes,
should
ma'am.
have. So can you give me one example where you have shown such kind of leadership?
Ma'am, in my old previous school, I was also prefect there also. So I show the leadership skills there also.
Okay, Karthik, what is the role of school prefect?
Sir, role of school prefect is to manage the students.
You can manage the senior students?
Yes, sir.
How?
Sir, I will talk to them if they have done something wrong. I will explain them once, and if they do not agree with that thing, I will talk to my class teacher or any staff.
Okay. So what did like इससे क्या होगा? What does happen?
Sir, from this they will be in a discipline.
So you will basically work as a bridge between the teachers and the students. You will
Yes,
take the
ma'am.
help of the teachers. Okay.
Do you think that senior students, 11th, 12th class, if you being a prefect, you become a prefect, they will listen to you?
Yes, sir, they will listen, because if they will not, then I can talk to staff members. I will once give warning to them that please listen to my things. If they will not, then I will talk to the members.
Because it is psychological thing in humans that we don't generally listen to the one who is being younger to us. This is a human tendency. Okay.
Yes.
So we also, if you are exposed to a new teacher, so you also think this teacher is not good. You have an assumption of that. Okay. So with the age, there comes some seniority and all. So some what you experience you had. So being as in 9th class, do you think that senior student, 11th class students will listen your words?
Yes, sir.
Give me the.
They will listen, because I will build some leadership skills and trust with them also.
Why is punctuality important?
Sir, punctuality is important because if the person is punctual, so he will manage the things. He know how to manage the time, and he know the difference between the academics and other things. But if the person is not punctual, he cannot manage the things properly.
Thank you, Karthik.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Have a good day ahead. Yes, sir.
Please sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Basha, tell something about yourself.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, sir. My name is Basha. I am student of class 12 commerce. I am from Tripura. I have joined Career Point Gurukul in last year. I have recently improved my studies and achieved good marks in my minor and class test.
That's it. So do you think being a school prefect, you will have enough time to study, because you have started studying and improving in all those? So definitely you will be requiring more time for the studies. So will you be able to shoulder the responsibility of a school prefect?
Yes, ma'am.
How will you manage it?
Ma'am, I manage differently. I will manage for study different schedule. I am not mix up both studies and responsibilities.
You will divide the time and do the needful.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, Basha. So I want to ask you a question regarding the safety and responsibility. You are here for the school prefect, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's suppose in girls hostel, you want to maintain the proper rules and we won't get the all girls follow the proper rules. They should follow the adequate timing. So what you will do for this so that the proper management could be take places in the hostel?
Sir, sir, could you repeat question?
I want to ask, let's suppose we want to impose some rules for the hostels, for the girls hostels especially. So what you will do there so that we can implement the rules very easily?
Sir, I will firstly talking about importance.
Of that rules, right?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Then those students. Sir, sorry, sir.
Okay, no issue. Don't. Sir, you want to ask something?
But I have gone through your certificates. You have interest in arts.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So can you elaborate about the boho art? What is boho art?
Sir, it's a traditional drawing painting. And
Kalighat painting. Can you, which state is from Kalighat painting belongs to?
West Bengal.
West Bengal.
Yes.
Okay. And where from? What you get? Chicken curry painting, or you can say Madhubani paintings are there.
Paintings, yeah.
It's from Maharashtra.
Madhubani is from Maharashtra. Beta.
From Bihar.
Bihar.
Sorry, sir.
Okay. Over to you.
Basha, may I know who is your best friend in this Gurukul school?
Sir, repeat.
Who is your best friend
In Gurukul.
in Gurukul?
Teachers or students?
I'm asking about in your class. Who is your best friend?
No one.
No one. Okay.
So if you don't have any best friend right now and not so close, then how will you manage the responsibility, because you have to deal with all the students there, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Suppose you will become a school prefect. Then what will be your first task?
Sir, I will more manage discipline and responsibility, and I cooperate with students, and I'll tell them, okay, sir, can I use Hindi? And participate in more activities.
How do you handle the pressure?
Are you nervous?
It's okay. You can drink
Are you
water.
nervous? Yeah.
You can drink water.
Okay.
Take care of all and then give that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How will you handle the pressure?
Sir, I create a schedule for timetable.
Students generally don't follow their timetable. So how you make a timetable and want others to follow that timetable? Because we also as a when we are student, we also make timetables and we follow for 3 or 4 days. Then after we don't usually follow that. So you are telling that I will make a timetable and make others to follow that timetable. Is it a good approach?
Yes, sir.
Can you please elaborate about that?
Okay, sir. Sir, can I use Hindi?
Yes.
सर मैं पहले सबको बोलूँगी कि एक टाइम टेबल बना के कंटिन्यूस करने, बट ये नॉर्मली सबके साइड में होता है कि 2-3 दिन बाद वो कंटिन्यू नहीं कर पाते हैं. तो बट ये एक माइंडसेट खुद पर डिपेंड करता है कि एक माइंडसेट करना है. जो सोचते पहले से कि वो करेगा और कॉन्सिस्टेंट रहता है तो वो बच्चे कर पाते हैं.
Okay, Basha. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Keep your file here and collect it.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. Please introduce yourself. Also include from which place you belong to.
Okay. So first of all, good afternoon, every respected screening members, and thank you for this opportunity. My name is Namka Zafil. I'm from Ladakh, and I'm currently studying in class 11th PCM. And I think that I could be a great I could be a good example for being the.
If you are comfortable in Hindi, then you can speak Hindi also, right? If you are comfortable in Hindi.
Okay. So I think that I could be a good school prefect, as I've been in a residential school in Punjab for 3 years since my 8th grade. My previous school was Career Point Gurukul, Mohali. Yes. So I've been there since 8th grade, and I know what the students need would be in a school like in a residential school, so I could really help them to solve their problems. And yes.
Okay. What good qualities do you think you have that will help you to be a good school prefect?
I believe that I am good at taking actions quickly, and I'm also courageous, and I also work with a team, so I think that I could lead a team very well. Yes.
Okay, Namka, fine. So you are here for the school prefect, right?
Yes, sir.
I want to ask you a situation-based question. Let's suppose there is a one student, those break the rule 3 times. Okay?
Okay, sir.
So what your action for him, and how you will lead that situation? Will you confer the student or convey this thing to the management?
So first, if he has made the same mistake 3 times, so that's a really bad thing. So first I would go to him and I would ask what's the problem is, what's that nagging him. So, but if he still does it, so I'm going to the authorities, so the authorities can take care of him.
Okay, you will report the situation to the authorities,
yes.
right? Okay.
You've been a football player, okay?
Yes, sir.
So I want to ask you, what are the gray areas which is holding Indian football to going at the large scale, matlab joining the clubs and all?
Yes.
Okay, what are the gray areas India's football team is facing right now? Can you please elaborate?
So I think that I have been in a professional academy in Punjab known as Minerva Academy in my 9th grade. So I know that India's football is lagging behind. So I think the main reason for that is like corruption and not focusing on football. India is rather more focused on cricket, because the fan base in India is more towards cricket, and the interest is more towards cricket.
You know who is the top goal scorer, okay, in the world?
In the world, so the top goal scorer is Cristiano Ronaldo from Portugal. He has scored nearly around 950 goals.
I want to ask you a question. It's
Yes,
a general knowledge question, or
Yes.
I just want to check your sense. So, do you know that in which state is Bay of Bengal is?
Bay of Bengal,
Yes.
near the West Bengal, like how can I say, near the southeastern part of India.
Okay. Okay. It is in liquid state. It is not in any state, right? Thank you.
Sorry, I'm a bit unaware of that. Sorry.
Okay, Namka.
Yes, sir.
One word your friends would use to describe you.
One word. As a hardworking student.
Okay, great. Okay, so how is leadership according to you, and what should it include, and what are the positive changes being a leader uh, you introduced in the school?
Okay, so first of all, a leader should have courage. Yes, sir. The leader should have courage and should know that know their teammates or the colleagues very well to understand their problems and their needs, so a leader should go up in front and go up in front and take the responsibilities. As just recently many students were facing issues about the sports timing. It was between 5 to 6, so it was really hot, so students can't really play. So I went up to the authorities and discussed with them about the sports timing. So in the end they changed it from 5 to 6 to 5 to 6:45. So it made a great impact, sir.
Okay, good, nice.
You have very less documents. Can you please elaborate about that? Only one document or two documents you have?
Sir, actually my previous school didn't did any like activities. So and also these certificates were sent by my brother, so he only had this photo.
Okay, okay, madam. Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, madam.
Yes.
Will you please give your documents
Oh,
here?
yes, thank you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, take your seat, please.
Please.
Yeah, please tell us about yourself.
My name is Kavia Raj. I study in the 11th grade in PCB. I'm from Nepal and I'm here to interview for the prefect position. I'm a really disciplined and hardworking student, and I want to learn more about this culture, and I'm ready to help the school in every way I can.
Do you know Hindi also?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Will you please tell us about your hobbies and weakness and
Okay, my hobbies is I really love debating, participating in MUNs, organizing MUNs, and I love hosting different competitions while being the MC. I also love to read, and I participate in athletics such as swimming, boxing, and going to the gym regularly. I think one of my biggest strengths is that I can adapt very easily since I've lived in 4 countries and been to over 9 schools. And also, I work really hard under pressure. I have great memory power, and I think I can connect with everyone on a deeper level. That's why I think I'd be best for the prefect position, since I can connect with both the teachers and the students. One of my biggest weaknesses, I would say, is that sometimes it's a bit like cheesy and cringe, but I do overwork too hard. Like, I sometimes put some priorities over the health of my own, and it really does go bad and backfire sometimes. But apart from that, I don't have any such big weaknesses.
Okay, fine, Kavya. I want to ask you a question which are based on the safety and your responsibility. You are here for the school prefect, right?
Yes.
Okay, so how you will maintain or how you will manage in the girls' hostel that the rules that decide for them should be implemented?
I think that when rules are implemented, it's a must that you must follow them. If a student is not following them, rather than calling them out in front of everyone and embarrassing them, which would be bad for both the school and the student, I would rather just tell them privately what they're doing is wrong. And if they still don't listen to me, I would tell the head girl or a teacher.
Okay, so you will report the issues to the higher authority or the
Yes, if talking to them doesn't work out and they repeat to do that.
First of all, you will discuss the issues, right?
Yes.
Okay, then you will report to the higher authority. Okay.
You have experience of living in 4 countries,
Yes.
namely Pakistan, China. Which countries you have been?
No, I've lived in Nepal, India, Mauritius, and Portugal.
Mauritius, and what is the basic difference you seen in the education system over there and here?
I would say that in India and Nepal, it's much more competitive, and in Portugal and Mauritius, it was a slightly more lenient. And for example, there are no exams there until 5th or 6th standard, and it's a bit more relaxed over there. And for example, the teachers there, however, they are absent for like 2 months, 3 months, and then they give an exam. Like, it's a bit spontaneous over there, and there's not a lot of rules. But in India and Nepal, I've been studying in CBSE since 7th standard. It's more like memory focused, but like it's really good for future jobs and stuff, since in abroad it's a bit more lenient.
What are your views? Can I ask what about the scenario in Nepal you have been through, that they have young government right now? So what are your views on that?
I think what they're doing is really good. Actually, the Prime Minister studied in my school only. He's like a very good Prime Minister. He listens to his people, and actually he also cancelled exams from 1st to 5th standard. So he's like, making sure that the pressure doesn't get to them since they're still young. And moreover, he has implemented free buses for women, which definitely helps the safety and all. And actually, our new Home Minister has resigned, unfortunately, because there was some say about his corruption. But apart from that, the government is really good so far, since he was elected by the people through no.
But when I asked about the education system, you have experienced Portugal. You told me that there is no exams till 5th,
Yes.
and the same is implementing in Nepal only. So, This is not contradicting.
No, because the thing is, like in Portugal and Mauritius, like it's a good thing that they're not giving it to younger grades, because they'll get so much pressure, and like in 1 to 5th standard, there's not even that much things. But the bad thing about their education system is it's a bit too lenient. That's the only bad thing. But the exam thing is really nice.
So, what happened? What would you do if you saw bullying is happening?
If bullying happened, I would have to take action immediately. That is something that's really against my moral standards, and I would definitely have to talk to the person who's responsible for the bullying. Bullying is usually when like a person mirrors their own insecurities amongst like a younger person, for example. So I would definitely suggest counseling for the person who's bullying, and the person who is bullying, who's being bullied, I would also counsel them and send them to the counselor. I would not take any harsh actions like such as shouting at the person who's bullying myself, as that would also be wrong. I would definitely like, suggest counseling, as they might also be going through something that I don't know about.
Thank you.
As you have told initially that you had been organizing the events, you had been an MOC, and you were related with the conduction of the events and all. So how do you handle the pressure at that time?
The thing is, the most important thing about doing all of these events is that you have to work together as a team. If you're going to work alone, not listen to other people, of course you're going to feel pressure, because you're putting the pressure on yourself. But if you have great teammates and you work together, it's so fun. It's like one of the best experiences ever, especially hosting the MUNs and stuff.
Okay, Kavya. Kavya, before your interview, we already had taken the 7 interviews already of the candidates. So why we choose you over them?
I think that for a school to be great, there should be a good bond between the students and the faculty. And I believe that because of my discipline, because of my experience, I am perfect to maintain this bond. I know the students' strengths and struggles, and I'm ready to advocate for them. And I'm also ready to mirror our school's best qualities, such as discipline, hard work, and etc.
Okay, Kavya, describe a time when you helped someone.
A time when I helped someone was during my time when I volunteered at a hospital. So there were like a lot of elderly people who only spoke Nepali, and they were there for the free cataract treatment. They were obviously confused and scared, and I helped them a lot, I would say. I marked which eye they had the cataract on. I sat with them during the procedure. I explained everything to them. I wrote their names. I called their loved ones, to get more information from them, as they were not speaking clearly. And moreover, I led them to the place of surgery, and I think that's like one of the best things I've done to help them. Moreover, my mom, she has an orphanage, and I've taught the children there how to draw and how to write, and I'm very active over there as well.
If a student will not listen you, then in this case, what will you do?
If a student does not listen to me, well, I would obviously go to a higher authority, or I would preferably go to the head girl, since she would be one step ahead of me before going to the teacher. But if it still doesn't work, then I would definitely recommend counseling for the student rather than taking harsh actions such as expulsion or suspension.
Will you not be try to that why he is not listening to you? What is the root cause of behind it?
Usually when a student does not listen, they're going through their own problems, or they're just simply acting on problems in their own life. It's not rather they're doing it on purpose. It's just that they have other things on their mind.
Okay.
Because everyone here is young and they're facing pressure.
Okay, thank you, Kavya. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Please, give your file here and sit down.
Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So will you please tell us something about yourself, which should include strength as well as your weaknesses?
Yes, sir. First of all,
Good afternoon, panel. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. I am Dhu Gupta from class 12 PCM, and today I am here to give my interview for School Prefect. My strengths are I have a good communication skills, and with this communication skill, I am able to win trust of many people, and also I have a good time management skill, which would eventually help me to be a good prefect and to maintain my time and schedule after becoming the prefect. So after all, and I think that I'm a responsible and a smart working student and suitable for this position. So even after I have been scoring a good score in my 11th class, parallel to my studies, I have been participating actively in co-curricular activities. Some of my achievements in them are as follows: like I have secured third position in extempore competition for 2 consecutive years, and I have also secured rank 4th in an inter-school drawing competition, and I was also a part of rock sport in my previous school, and my school organized a ultimate knowledge test in which I was a winner. I scored first rank, and even in class 10th I was class monitor even in my grade 10th, and after all even after my duties and my responsibilities as a class monitor, I managed to score 94% in my class 10 board exams. So with this belief, I think that I would be able to manage my time and my duties at the same time in class 12th also after becoming a prefect, and I will be able to score a nice percentage in my class 12 board exam also. So that's all by my side.
Okay, Dhu Gupta. So you are here for the school prefect, right?
Yes, sir.
And for the school prefect, I think discipline should be the utmost priority, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's suppose there is a situation and some of the students are using some inappropriate words, right,
Yes,
to the other one, or we can say they are using some abusive words, right? So how you will encounter that situation, and what the activity that you want to be carry out for these students so that they could be engage themselves in the study rather than the other activities. What will you suggest?
Sir, I'll suggest them to I'll first confront them and condemn them about what they are using, क्योंकि उनको ये पता होना चाहिए कि वो जो वर्ड्स इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं उनका क्या इफेक्ट हो सकता है टू द डिग्निटी ऑफ द स्कूल एंड टुवर्ड्स द डिग्निटी ऑफ देम आल्सो, टू द स्टूडेंट्स, रिस्पेक्टिव स्टूडेंट्स आल्सो. So I would say that कि first I'll report this to the authority if needed, if they are not understanding, and अगर ऐसा कुछ होता है so मैं उनको एक एडवाइस करूँगा कि वो पहले अपने किसी इन सब कामों की जगह अपने किसी ऐसे वर्क टास्क में अपना एनरोलमेंट दिखाएं जो कि उनको भी पॉजिटिवली इफेक्ट करे एंड टू मेक देम ग्रो विद देयर ओन लाइफ.
Which type of task will you prefer for them?
Like somewhat a teamwork, which would make them connected to different students, and they will realize this mistake by doing so. Like if they uses a bad word or a kind of a vulgar language, so उनको ये एहसास होगा.
I want to ask you that which type of task will you want to provide them so that they could interact in the study rather than these things?
Sir, I would like to indulge them in a teamwork or a competition in which they had a lot of competition amongst them, like suppose a drawing competition or a competition in which you could say that they have a competition, speaking competition, like you could say.
Okay, fine. So, okay.
Dhruv, just imagine we are the students, okay? So give us short speech convincing us why should we trust your leadership.
So I could be a leader as a prefect, and I do have a good leadership skills, even though I have not been a prefect in my past school, but I have worked with prefects as I was a class monitor of my class, and I have cooperated with them, and unlike others I don't hold grudges with anyone, क्योंकि मेरे को ये पता होता है कि my position means respect and I should respect my position, and I'll work as per the situation is. I'll not be biased. I'll always be fair with everyone. Even if my friends break a rule, I'll always confront him and always try to be ethical, work ethically, and I'll always be a reliable student for school. So with all these categories, I would say that I'm a perfect student for the school to be the school prefect.
Good. You applied for the school prefect, right? So it's a leadership role. So what does leadership meaning in a single sentence?
Leadership to me in a single sentence would mean a person who has the ability just not to carry a one person with him, to जो अपने साथ सिर्फ अकेले एक आदमी को ना लेके चले, पूरे ग्रुप को लेके चले, and become the confidence of the crowd that if he is with them they could win any battle or they won't defeat, or if they are in any critical situation he would be the person to advise them, to to take them out of the situations. और मैं मानता हूँ कि लीडर वो नहीं होता जो कि सिर्फ अपने ऑर्डर्स दे. अगर कोई लीडर अपने ऑर्डर्स देता है एंड he doesn't listen to anyone, then he is not a leader.
And what he is?
He is a boss. He doesn't remains a leader. A leader is someone who listens to everyone and take actions accordingly.
Can you define leadership in a single word? Single word.
Gratitude. I would like to say that gratitude. Of course, like it's your opinion and I must have a different opinion, so
if someone in your class is having a bad influence, or he or she is not listening to you, making group and bullying someone to whom you are also shy to ask something, okay, you never spoke to him or her before, and now the situation comes, being a school prefect, you have to stop the things, stop bullying, stop the nuisance creation in the
yes.
class.
Yes.
So how would you handle this situation, and how would you talk to them and have a positive impact on them?
Sir, if this kind of situation happens to me, so मेरा जो पहला काम होगा was to comfort that person if he is being bullied or he had been bullied. So उसके बाद मैं पहले ये ensure करूँगा if the person is okay, and अगर मैं उससे ऐसा कभी बात नहीं हुआ आज तक, I am shy towards him, I'll try not to be. As being a prefect, I would be a person जो सबसे बात करता हो, he understand everyone is comfortable with him. So मैं उससे बात करूँगा, I'll confront the people who are bullying him, और even if उसके साथ अगर उन्होंने कोई छोटा सा भी like bully किया उसको basis on his physical appearance or anything, so I'll definitely report this to the authority, or if I don't report, I'll just condemn them or warn them about the same what they have done, or what could be the consequences of them, because bullying can be a hazardous thing for the mental health of the student also.
Have you ever pointed out your close friend to not do the mischievous things?
Yes, a lot of many times. Like अभी मेरे साथ हाल फिलहाल में ऐसा हुआ था कि my friend was not listening to me and was doing something which was not acceptable. Like he was running all over there in the hostel and shouting all over. So that I was not able to confront him, because as usual he's my friend. So the thing I did was मैंने उसको पहले बुलाया and what says कि if warden find out, if anyone found out, you will be punished. And उसको मैंने बोला कि ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए. So then after some time, after some convincing, he just realized what he had did, and after that he stopped doing that. Thank you.
Please give me your phone.
Good evening.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Okay. Hello, Avni.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes. Will you please introduce yourself?
Sure, ma'am. First of all, good evening, everyone. My name is Abnig and I'm in grade 10. Sure.
Please speak.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Abnig and I'm in grade 10 and I'm here for the nomination of School Prefect. And my hobbies are art and craft and I'm well at academics. So, yeah.
What are your weaknesses and strengths?
I feel like I feel a bit nervous in front of a lot of people, but I can improve it and boost up my confidence if it's necessary. And my strengths are, sure, sir. My strengths are like,
Okay, we are actually searching for a person, for a school prefect that who do not feel nervous in front of others and point out their mistakes in front of them straightforward. So, are you having those capabilities, or are you still improving on them?
if I got selected for the position, I'll definitely point out the mistakes if it's my job. And yeah, I feel a bit nervous, but I'll improve it and boost up my confidence for the sake of the position.
So pointing out the mistakes or the mischievous things does not require any position. You can also point out mistakes of your close friends and the colleagues and the persons who are disturbing the classes. So are you not doing this right now?
So yeah, I'm doing it, but like students feel like if I tell them or point out their mistakes, they'd point out me that who are you to tell us or something like that. But if I got the position, I would have the right to tell them, so they can't say me anything.
They don't listen to you then?
If they don't listen to me, I'll ask to the senior authority or my class teacher or someone else to give them punishment or something.
Okay.
Okay, Awani, you are here for the school prefect, right?
Yes, sir.
So, are you feeling nervous?
Yeah, a bit.
Would you want to take water?
Yes, sir.
Take it? No? Okay. I want to ask you a simple question. How do you ensure that the rules and all the regulations that are made for the student should be followed by the student regularly and without making the student scared or suppressed?
First of all, I'll make the students know the importance of the rules or why they have been made, and if they understand it's better, they'll follow it themselves. But if they don't get it, I'll try to be a bit strict and ensure that they would follow the rules and regulations.
Okay. If someone break the rule, then what your first step for it?
It depends on the situation, but let's consider an example. If someone is not in a proper uniform, I'll ask the reason first, or then figure out why he or she is not in proper uniform. And if the reason is appropriate, I'll leave in first or second time, but not the third. And if the reason isn't appropriate, I'll ask them to change it or give the punishment.
There, I'm giving a situation. You notice that the students are wasting food in the cafeteria every day. Okay. So, what initiative would you introduce to solve the problem?
I'll ask the students to take as much as food they need or as much as they feel they could finish. And if somebody take more by mistake or them, then I'll try to feed it to some animal or someone else so that the food do not get wasted and it could get utilized.
Also, Avani, I want to ask you that you are being in class 10. So, do you think that senior student would accept you as their school prefect? They will listen to your words. Okay.
If I'm capable of the post, then they have to accept me as their school prefect. But if they feel like I'm the junior and somebody senior should have been selected for the post, then I'll prove them like that I'm deserving and I should be there on the post. And if they pressurize me, then I'll feel a bit scared about it, but I'll not panic. I'll figure out the problem and find out the solution.
Okay, sir actually wants to know that how you will make a good bridge between the senior and junior.
Not all the seniors and juniors are the same. Like some are good also, like they have a good behavior and they treat everyone the same if senior or
Good.
junior.
Yes, Avani. How would you handle the responsibility of school prefect?
I'll be working, if I got selected for the school prefect, I'll be working under the school captain and the school authority. So I'd be managing all the responsibilities that would be given to me and leading the school and the students for their betterment and growth. And I would never give a chance to anyone to complain about even a smallest issue, and I'll not stuck on the problem. I'll figure out the problem and find the solution for it. And that's
Okay, thank you, Abnig. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So here we come to an end of our this session.